Hey everybody, welcome to our next episode of the Now Playing series, and today we're going to be featuring Google Images. So we have come accustomed to when we go to search something in our search bar that we can always choose the word images. And so that's kind of what we have become accustomed to. However, have you ever paid attention to this little guy that says images right here? Because images actually has its own website. So it's images.google.com. But you can click on that to get to it as well. And we have some additional choices. So obviously we have the search by voice. So if I want to look up something by voice, and especially with the littles, or if you're not sure how to spell something, corgi dogs. And it will type it for me, and then it will also bring up the images. And so that is one way that you can search. But then you also notice that we have a search by image choice, and that is the camera. So what I can do with that is I can actually do a reverse image search. So if I find an image, every image has its own URL. So if I find this image, I can two-finger click or right click, depending on what you are using, what device you are using, and then click copy image address. And then once I do that, I have the image address that I can paste the URL right there. You can see that, and then click search by image, and it will take me to where that image was found. So what website that image was found. And then if that image has been used on any other, so you can see Getty Images, stock photos, if it's been used on any other websites. Also, something kind of interesting is that, let's say I want to upload an image. So I can actually upload an image and choose a file from my computer. So I'm going to choose this file, and it will upload that file and give me information. So that picture was actually taken from Cox's Creek Elementary. And I had just Googled it and saved image as kind of thing. And you'll see the very first search, best guess for this image is Cox's Creek Elementary. And so that is another really cool feature for Google search images. And so that one was the search by image. So you have two choices. You can search by the URL, or you can upload an image from your computer. Now I want to talk a little bit about the tools part of it. So what I'm going to do is, look, I'm like shouting out Cox's Creek Elementary the whole time. Let's see. Let's search frogs. And what is neat about Google Images is that you can actually use these tools. And these tools allow you to narrow the results down. So it will have you, or let you be able to narrow by size. So if you need a larger image, or you're trying to make a Google Classroom header, or you're trying to make a Google Form header, anything like that, and it's like you need an image that is larger than blah, 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 you can actually search by that. You can also search by color. So if you want just black and white, you can click you want just black and white, and all pictures of frogs will pop up. But have you ever noticed that sometimes that when you go to copy and paste an image, they are actually they don't have a background to them. So that's called transparent. So when I click on one of these, you will notice a checkerboard that is behind the image. And that checkerboard just basically means that the image is going to be copied and pasted and it will not have a background or anything like that. So that's how you find those types of images. You can also search by types. And so if you want clip art or a line drawing, also animated is super fun. So animated are like GIFs, just animated pictures. This one looks fun. So you can click on that and copy and paste that. So you can see it's just animated. The kids really enjoy inserting those. You can also search by time, by usage rights, and this is your copyright information. And so if it's not filtered, that's normally its default. It will be brought up. If it's labeled for reuse, I can click that. You'll notice that there's so many different, there's 6 different labeled for reuse with modification, labeled for reuse, just regular, and then labeled for non-commercial reuse with modification, and then labeled for non-commercial reuse. So basically, if the kids aren't going to be using these to make money or on a website that's going to be published on the web or whatever, then they're basically okay to use these pictures. And so that is where it says usage rights. And so that is just really kind of a cool feature that a lot of people forget about or do not know about, is making sure that you use the tools to narrow down what type of image you would like. Now, in saying that, I'm going to show you something super quick, hopefully, depending on how quick my browser goes. In slides, drawings, and in docs, there is what we call the Explore button. And if you have not met the Explore button, you're getting ready to be like wowed by the Explore button. So the Explore button basically is a one-stop shop for information and images as the kids are creating, whether it's a Google Doc, a Google Slide, or a Google drawing. And you can find the Explore button down here at the bottom right-hand corner of those. Now, in Google Drawing, you have to go up to Tools and click Explore. I'm not for sure why the button's not down here, but it's not. Google Sheets also has the Explore button, but it's more for formulas and things like that. And so Google Slides, the very first thing that's going to pop up as soon as it gets loaded here, is the Explore button is going to, it's still loading. Like I said, this will work if it loads quick enough. Okay, so the Explore button is going to look like this. You click on this and it's going to give you some additional themes that you can use. However, it says search your docs and the web. And so like if I was searching, I was doing a report on frogs. See if I can get it typed in here. There we go. Hit enter. And here is where you see web, and it will take them to the results, just like that they are researching on Google. So you'll see that right there. But then you'll see where it says images, and they can click images. And then all they have to do is click the plus button that will pop up. And as soon as they click the plus button, it will show up in their Google Slide, Google Doc, Google Drawing. So that is super fun. Something to do with Google Images. So I hope you guys have learned something brand new today about Google Images. And as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out, email me, or set up a time and we can meet. Once again, I hope you guys had a great fall break, and talk to you soon.